everyone, TPS Miner here. Welcome back to the TPS Miner channel. Today we're going to do a real quick overview of where we are with the move out into the garage. We're going to talk about some of the new hardware we picked up and what our plans are for it. And then we are going to do an overclocking of the Zotac 2060 that we picked up. So, mentioned in previous videos, we had planned on getting a rather large bench that would be coming out here into the garage. Been having some problems getting it delivered up here, so I went ahead and shifted gears a bit and repurposed a workbench that I had built several years ago to be able to act as my GPU rig stand. So basically what we did, we rolled it over here, we cut out the back on the pegboard to give us access into the outlets. We connected up our Nerd Gears PDU so that we've got quick access into to be able to see the power consumption of the rig. So I just have this zip tied into the pegboard. And this is our Skywalker rig. You can see, you may notice that there is a card missing. I did go ahead and I sold one of my 1060 6 gig cards to an individual who reached out to me that's looking to get into mining. So I was happy to work with that individual, get them that 1060 6 gig card. It's a great starter card, so it's one of the first cards I started with. Can still mine Ethereum. You can get 21, 22 mega hash on a 1060. So again, hopefully that individual will be able to make some good use of it, like I was able to. As far as the test bench goes, I was able to finally get rid of the old hard drive that I was running on the on this bench. Replaced it with a Kingston solid state drive, so no more loud noises, no more vibrations. Thrilled with this. Sorry, a little bit of a mess here. I do have the Misfit Mining GPU tabletop stand here set up ready to go for the 2060 so that we can get this into the bench, get it tested. I've already got my GPUrisers.com riser set up with the GPUrisers.com splitters so that we can grab that card, put the riser on it, drop it into the Misfit Mining tabletop bench, tabletop stand, plug it in, and get off and running. Okay, let's talk about that card. So Zotac 2060, I picked this up. It was open box at the Zotac store. I paid $469 for this card. They're going on the secondary market right now for $500, $550. So with zero shipping, free shipping, $469 out the door. I was willing to go ahead and move forward with getting this card, particularly since I did sell the 1060. So I wanted to reinvest that money and upgrade into a newer card. So we'll get this thing on the bench. We're going to overclock it and see what it can do. This is sitting on top of two boxes here of Arctic 120 millimeter fans. Picked these up at AAA Wave. So they had a sale going on, so I picked up two boxes of these. And my plan is to put these onto the Skywalker and the Yoda rigs. And what I'm planning on doing, I'm going to start unloading the Vader rig and packing the Skywalker and the Yoda rigs. I want to put 6 cards in each one of these, get those fans on them, space out whatever's left here on the Vader rig. So these cards are getting a bit warm here. And because I don't like this setup at all, really can't get any fans on here. So, all right, well, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this 2060 into the test bench and let's start overclocking. Okay, we are over here in the test bench now in Han Solo. You can see I've got Tech Power Up GPU Z opened up here. So you can see we do have the RTX 2060 installed in the test bench. And I wanted to take a quick look at the memory type. This is the GDDR6 Samsung memory. So I just wanted to see, really make sure this wasn't a Hynix memory in this card, and it is not. Okay, so you can see I do have the miner started. I'm running the latest version of T-Rex miner. So you can see here, this is T-Rex version 0.24.8. Today is December 15th, 2021. And with our settings as they are right now, we're getting 28.0 mega hash per second. And the settings that I have right now I did go ahead and lock the core clock at 1050 megahertz. And I did that because I'm most interested in efficiency when I am overclocking this card. And I do know that the 16 series and the 20 series NVIDIA cards really perform their best at a lock core clock of 1050. So we're just going to start from there as our baseline. I have set the fan speed to 70%. And again, we're at 28.0 megahash per second. 28.0 megahash per second. And we're pulling about 65, 66 watts. So we're going to go ahead and start by increasing the memory clock. And my past experience with the 2060, 2070s, and even the 1660 supers, I do know that we can jump pretty aggressively right off the bat on the memory clock. So we're going to go ahead and jump right off to an offset of plus 1000, and we'll apply that and we'll take a look and see how it performs. All right, so we let this run with a memory clock of plus 1000, and it looks like we're stabilizing here at a hash rate of about 32.58 megahash and a power draw in software at 70 watts. So our efficiency's jumped up to 465 kilohash per watt. And let's go ahead and jump this up a bit more. So we'll take this up to 1100 and see how we do. All right, with a memory clock offset of plus 1100, we were able to get up to a 33.03 megahash per second, still at 70 watts. So that gives us an efficiency of 472 kilohash per watt. So we're still making some good progress here. I'm going to go ahead and finish overclocking the memory clock and come back and share with you what our final settings were on the memory clock. Okay, after a little bit of adjusting, we settled in at a memory clock of plus 1400, and we were able to get a hash rate of 34.17 megahash at 72 watts, so an efficiency of 475 kilohash per watt. This is great, much more than I had expected. So really happy with what we're seeing here. And because the core clock is locked, we don't need to make any adjustments to the core clock. We're using the core clock lock to manage power, and we've maxed our memory clock at plus 1400. So I would say we have successfully overclocked this card and able to get 34.15, 34.16 megahash. Temperatures are quite low. You can see we're at 31 degrees at the card and 48 at the memory. So again, this card is behaving much better than I had anticipated. In fact, yeah, this is great. I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I've recently got a Zotac 3060 LHR that's getting about 36 megahash per second, and I think I'm right around 100 watts in the software at power consumption. So from efficiency perspective, the Zotac 2060 is far outperforming the Zotac 3060 LHR, and you know, these are a little bit better than the 1660 Supers at a $469 price point for this card. Quite happy. All right, so let's take a look actually at what to mine. Let's plug these numbers in here. Okay, so we are looking at a 2060. And what to mine gives us numbers of 30 megahash per second at 1200 or at 120 watts. We're going to put in our 34.15, and we're going to put in our 71 watts or 72 watts that we were seeing. And let's go ahead and take a look and see what What to Mine tells us. I could see here the price of Ethereum as of 11:02 a.m. Eastern Time on December 15th is $3,671.27. So we've seen quite a drop in the Ethereum price today. And we look at the Ethereum numbers here, and it looks like before electricity, so we've got a cost of 10 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm going to make this 11 because that's what my electricity rate is. So before electricity, we're at $1.91 profit, and after electricity, $1.72. So if we see Ethereum maintain at this $3,671 mark, we would be profiting $1.72 per day after electricity. If we see this continue to drop, then our profitability will drop. If we see this price recover and the price of Ethereum go up, then we'll see this profit increase. So again, really pleased with what we're seeing. And let's jump back and take one last look at the card, make sure we're stable. We'll let this run for a while. Make sure we're stable at these settings. We do see a little drop here, 33.84, 34.06. So could be because of some of the things I'm doing on the computer while we're mining here. But we'll let this, again, let this run for a while, see where we stabilize. But really happy with this. A locked core clock of 1050, memory clock of plus 1400, and we're right around that 34 mega hash mark. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed the content, please give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to the channel. Given what I'm seeing here, I think I would like to maybe in the future do some videos where we do some comparisons. Maybe we compare the 1660 Super with the 2060, kind of a head-to-head. We compare the 2060 with the 3060 LHRs, see what those look like head-to-head. So again, if you enjoyed this content, please give us a thumbs up, give us that like, consider subscribing, and we will see you again soon.